The number one way for you to productize your expertise is by using what I call dashboards. So I'm going to explain that. And so I just cranked out a new podcast episode. Go listen to the Higher Grade Help podcast if you haven't heard this week's episode. And then this topic is the next video that's a part of the Free Yourself series that I'm doing right now. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm doing a series on the Higher Grade Help podcast all about freeing yourself from the technical trap that we fall into as CEOs. So if you're a solopreneur and you find yourself doing all of the work in the business, wearing all of the hats, and it's locked up your time, it's locked up your freedom, and it's locked up your cash flow, listen to this series that I am currently putting out on to the Higher Grade Help podcast, because it'll help you free yourself from each area of the business that you may be stuck in. You're a coach. If you offer any kind of service to your clients that has to do with you trading knowledge, expertise, brain power, bandwidth, and your physical time for revenue, then what I'm sharing in this series was tailor-made for you. So we talked about freeing yourself from the time piece, like the technical work, right? So admin tasks, the mundane marketing, getting yourself out of trading time when you get new sales, doing manual onboarding. Like we've talked about some of those things in depth, in detail. I mean, if you're interested in getting help with walking through your onboarding automations for your new customers, I'm going to be doing a 2-day bootcamp for that. Actually, a 3-day. We need 3 days. I'm going to be doing a 3-day bootcamp for that soon. So DM me if you have any interest in that, or if you want more information. But the next thing we need to talk about is the number one way for you to productize your expertise is by using what I call dashboards. So I'm going to explain that. If you know somebody who needs this, share this out with them, tag a friend, invite a friend so they can see this live stream. And I'm going to like use a couple examples of, I won't show you because it's someone's IP. So I don't want to, I'm not going to take you into the actual dashboards like of my clients, but I do want to explain to you in the best way that I can, in the most concise way that I can, why I believe using dashboards is the best way to productize your expertise. So let's just get into all the good stuff. Okay. First off, who am I? Why do I have the right to get up here and talk about this? Well, I'm Cena Martin. Nice to meet you. And if you're a returning listener, or you're in my audience and you've been here for like a while, what's up? I'm glad to see you. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope things have been going well for you. And even if you're going through a storm, like a lot of us are right now, I just pray that you are protecting your peace and holding on to it. And this too shall pass. Let me start off by saying that I've traded my expertise and my time and knowledge for the majority of my career as an adult. So I have a career in the consulting space. I'm a workforce development consultant. I've been a workforce development consultant, since, I don't know, prior to the pandemic. So, it's been a number of years. I've been consulting over a decade, going close on like 11, 12 years now. I think we just celebrated our 11th year anniversary for my online consulting business. And prior to that, I worked dozens of jobs in over 10 different industries. So all of that said, I've been working as an adult since I was 13 years old. I'm in my 30s now. So I have quite a bit of knowledge on trading expertise for time. Okay, we'll start there. With that said, for at least half of my adult career, I've learned, studied, and explored ways to productize that expertise. So we are talking online marketing, digital marketing. We're talking funnels. We're talking anything that had to do with automations, technology, not only online but offline, ways to turn my expertise into various products. And I've done that across the board. I won't bore you giving you all of the examples. But with all this said, I've seen this done not only from my own research and from the products that I've created over the years, but I've probably touched over, at this point, over 250 businesses in my career in one way or another. And those were, Fortune 500 companies all the way down to like local mom and pop shops, local clothing stores and tax offices, any type of business you can name that offered a service. I probably have touched it in my adult career. With all that said, I've seen many ways to productize expertise. I think, I know, and I'm certain that the current state of the economy, the current state of, we'll just use the economy. I think at this point in the game, productizing your expertise is no longer optional. It's mandatory. And how you go about doing it matters more than it ever did before, in my opinion. You could very easily spend 6 figures or more turning your expertise into a product that you want to get into stores and you want to turn it into like big box and all of that. You could go that route. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but if you're new to this and you've never done this before, I think the highest impact and the lowest amount of energy that will be needed to begin to productize your expertise can be done by you fleshing out every step of the best-selling service that you offer to your clients. Okay, stay with me. You could create all kind of products. You could create products that could go on the shelf, like I just mentioned. You could try to do big box. You could do ebooks. You could do a bunch of things, right? I'm not going to necessarily speak on the type of product that you should create. That's more of like a one-on-one conversation that I would prefer we have, so I get more context around your needs and your particular business. So I won't get on this platform and say like, oh, the best product you could create is an ebook. Honestly, it depends on your goal. And if you want to set up like a now income stream, or you want to set up something that's recurring and that continues on, or something that's passive, it matters. What the kind of income that you're going for does matter. So for that reason, I'm not going to name a product. What I'm going to say in this live stream or on this episode is more so about the number one way to productize your expertise. And I want to just start it off by saying like what that means, what that is. So let me explain that. What I mean by productizing your expertise is taking your knowledge, not all of it. What I mean is you documenting and writing out phase by phase, step by step, result by result, your best-selling service. Okay? Your best-selling service. Now we're going into like the way I walk my clients through it, okay? Take your best-selling service and then you pick a phase of that service. So you want to get like 1% of the 1%. You want to take a piece of like a double strategy out of your best-selling service. And then you decide, this is an area where I know that my clients struggle with repeatedly. People constantly come to me needing help with X. And so I'm going to take X, pull it out of the entire service that I provide, which could easily be like, I don't know, a 2-day VIP experience. Or let's say you provide like birthing services to families or new moms. And there's a specific dietary need that all of your moms come to you for. And you know they need help with that. So you're going to turn that into like a workbook. I'm just giving you an example. You pick a piece out of that entire service. You can't replace the service. They still need it. But you're picking out a piece that a majority of your people struggle with, and then you're going to productize it. So I just gave you an example. You can make a workbook, or you could turn it into an ebook if you know your people are going to read that. Or in my example, my consulting company has an online store now. Like my son was calling, we've productized pieces of our services that we know people struggle with the most, and we've turned them into templates. So, okay. Sorry, kids were calling me. Where was I? Where was I at? So yeah, pulling out the piece of your service, right? Okay. So I was talking about how we've productized. Anyway, so once you do that, once you document and then you pull out the piece that you know they're struggling with, that's how you begin to productize your expertise. Okay. I talked about why, I talked about what it is, and I just told you a bit of like how to do it. Now, the most important piece of this to me is the number one way. And the way that we do this in my coaching program structure is we create what's called dashboards. So we have dashboard templates that we provide to all of our clients who join my structure coaching program. And once they go through the initial intake and the work that's needed in module 1 to begin to like prepare their business. And really what that is we just refine the structure of their business. So we refine the business model. We relook at the values. We talk about the mission. We talk about team buy-in. Like now that you're pivoting and adjusting the way that you're providing not just services, but the experience of the services and who the experience of the services is for. Once we like refine and comb through all of that together, then we can wrap it up in a pretty bow. We can make sure that it's ready to be marketed and sold. But what we need to do is pull you out of the day-to-day operations of it so that you can buy back 30 plus hours of your time each week and you can increase your profits at least by 30%. So that's what happens with every customer, every client that comes into our coaching program structure. We have the data for that. That's been the consistent results for the last 3 years. So with all that said, the number one way to productize your expertise, if this is something you know you need to do right now, is to use dashboards. And I'm saying this because I've done it across, at this point, I think 5 different industries. So we had a health coach come in and use our dashboards to accomplish this goal. She's done it. She's productized her expertise and her business is currently booming. We had a marketing coach who used to be a nutritionist and in the healthcare space who also went through this same result. We've had midwife agencies who provide birthing services to mothers and have, maybe 3 to 5 midwives or doulas on their team who've also had these same results. So the dashboard is what you need. The dashboard helps you go through your phases. Each phase of your service, you lay out what happens in each phase, what tools you use to do it, and then it's all there. Let me know if you have any questions. Are you ready to transform your business and release your true potential? If you're a multi-six-figure expert feeling overwhelmed or stuck in your journey, I invite you to apply for my exclusive coaching program, Structured. Why Structured? In today's fast-paced business environment, having a solid structure is more than just a luxury. It's essential for sustained success. In this 6-month program, you'll gain access to tailored strategies, mindset mastery, and community support, what I call the 3 C's. Learn how to create streamlined processes that save you time and energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters, serving your clients and growing your impact. Break free from limiting beliefs that hold you back and cultivate a powerful mindset that propels you toward your goals. And of course, connect with a network of like-minded entrepreneurs who understand your journey and are committed to mutual success. Here's what to expect inside of Structured. Personalized coaching sessions. These are my favorite. These are where the aha moments happen, the light bulbs come on, and the breakthroughs always break through. Receive one-on-one guidance to address your unique challenges and craft a roadmap for success. Our structured learning modules make sure that you engage with actionable content designed to help you implement effective systems and strategies quickly. No fluff, no time wasted. Accountability and growth are the pillars of our community. I want you to stay on track with regular check-ins, feedback, and support from both myself, my coaches, and your peers. This is your opportunity to step into your power, believe in your potential, and build the structured business you've always envisioned. To apply for Structured, simply click the link that's underneath this episode or in our show notes. But remember, spaces are incredibly limited. We typically only work with 15 to 20 clients per year. And I want to ensure that each participant receives the attention and the support they deserve. So don't wait. This is your moment to invest in yourself and your business. Let's embark on this journey together. See you inside.